Hey guys, welcome back to Reactions Unlimited. As you can see right now, I am the only one that's going to do the reaction because a lot of our reactors are already getting busier with the school semester. So I'm so glad I'm done with the school, so I am able to do a reaction video of our favorite BTS. And as you will note, guys, that we've watched the BTS Shadow Interlude, which is so amazing. SUGA did a great, amazing rap and songs. And today I am going to react to the explanation of the interlude by xCeleste. And I wanted to give credit to xCeleste for doing this explanation or theory. As you can see here, that's the channel of xCeleste. I'm also going to post the link to her channel on my description for this video. But as you know, guys, I've been only doing a reaction for about 3 or 4 months for BTS, and I consider myself as a baby army because I have not been able to watch all of the videos in the past, but I'm so excited to see the explanation by xCeleste. And also I'm going to go back to the last year's comeback too and watch that so that I can connect it to the current comeback, which is the Shadow, because it's hard for me to connect it when I have not been able to see the past videos. So I decided I'm gonna do a reaction of the last year's Persona interlude by RM. They say that it somehow is connected, but I'm so excited to watch this and see if I made a mistake in terms of how I've seen the Shadow video of SUGA when it was released. So let's join me, guys. Let's watch this BTS Interlude Shadow explanation and theory by xCeleste.
Flare Squad, welcome back to my channel and to another theory / explanation video. This time we're going to go over SUGA's interlude, Shadow. Now there were so many symbolic scenes and deep meaning lyrics, so let's get started. We're first introduced to a sinister scene with SUGA in the middle and these hooded figures facing a door of what looks like a hotel. And you can see the exit sign.
So I guess it was a hotel, and I think I was right based on that, as mentioned by xCeleste.
Above SUGA as if he's trying to leave that area. Now this could represent how they feel when they're at hotels. It seems as if someone is always outside their door waiting for them. Now,
whoa! That I didn't know. I thought it was like... That is so interesting. So these are the fans, okay.
When you put it that way, yeah, that is creepy. Someone mentioned that this doorway behind SUGA looked really familiar, and they could be linked to Anish Kapoor's Svayam. Svayam is a Sanskrit word meaning something that is created out of itself. So the block of wax squeezes through the door frame and leaves some of itself behind. It's as if it's skidding itself as it goes through the door, Kapoor said.
Whoa.
If they were trying to reference this, it could represent how the members are losing a bit of themselves as they go through everything as celebrities.
Whoa.
Shards of the mirror comes together to reveal another SUGA on the other side, but this time wearing lighter colored clothes. The mirror is showing us another side of him, which could represent the past him as he repeats,
I wanna be rest, I wanna be calm, I wanna be rocked, I wanna know why.
These were things he wanted before BTS grew, as they were big dreams to him, and he wondered every day how far he would go. You can see him run across the hall and into the stage and limelight that SUGA is currently in. He noticed the shadows under his feet become bigger and even tried to run away from it. He didn't realize how lonely it would be and that his leap could also be his fall. Now, these lyrics were really deep and expressive. This is how SUGA truly feels right now.
Oh wow, yeah. That is so deep because, I wasn't able to connect it very well. I thought it was, my guess was wrong because I thought the same fans that were waiting on his hotel are the same fans that went to the concert that's showing right now, but I made a mistake on that one.
He accomplished all his big dreams, but has now realized how scary and lonely it is. You'll see all the hooded figures run towards the door to get through, and SUGA says, "I run but the shadows follow." Now the shadow he's talking about refers to Hungarian psychology, and it's in the book that they've referenced called Jung's Map of the Soul. The shadow is an unconscious aspect of the personality, which the conscious ego does not identify itself. It is the collection of repressed aspects of our identity. Now, Jung believed that in order to truly grow as a person, one must see such willful blindness to one's shadow and attempt to balance it with the persona. Once we become more aware of these dark aspects of ourselves, we must honor them and find a way to integrate them into our life. In failing to do so, one will become weak and scattered. One cannot serve two inner drives without dissipating his strength and energies. The shadow must become part of one's conscious personality. So you see them break through and start running towards SUGA. This scene itself looks like a horror zombie movie of some type, and his shadow swallows him up and turns him into a monster. This scene represents the stage, and of course the people with the phones recording and taking pictures could represent the fans. Now he's speaking out about fear by saying, "Don't let me shine." As he flies higher and closer to the light, the shadow grows bigger. For example, if you're lying against the floor, your shadow is smaller, but as you get closer to the light, it will cast a bigger shadow behind you. And the light represents fame in the song. You'll notice the sketches that pop up, and guess what? They're not random sketches. They're from the comeback trailer of Are You Late Too? And the instrumentals
Not that lasts forever. You only live once.
sound familiar? All of a sudden, instrumentals in the song switches up and SUGA's voice gets rusty and deeper. This is the shadow speaking to him.
And I noted that the last part of the song, it was too fast, like really, really fast, which is I like because I like fast rap.
Saying, "I am you, you are me, and now he knows." They'll clash within the single body, and he could never detach from his shadow. So the shadow is trying to get him to accept him. And now this scene could either represent himself, Min Yoongi in the crowd and his BTS persona, SUGA on stage, or the person in the crowd could be his shadow. I mean, it does seem like it is his shadow in the crowd. Now, there are a couple of scenes that remind me of RM's persona music video, such as the mirrors, which represent personas and all the different masks they wear. And then there's the stage, which represents their stage identities. So the song and music video represents the shadow, their fear, and them realizing they need to accept it. And it is pretty sad to hear, but this is how they truly feel. And it is their way to express how they feel by using lyrics and visuals to tell us the story. And this was an amazing music video and loved the lyrics. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to click that like button and also join the Flare Squad by subscribing, you guys. Thanks for watching.
Well, thanks so much, Celeste, for this wonderful explanation. Alright, let me do a recap on that one. I was on the impression that the fans that are waiting on the hotel are the same fans that took the phones, like the video on SUGA's concert. Now, with regards to the lyrics, I can say that SUGA is probably being just true to himself. And what it means is that, he was able to express what he felt about being famous. And that is you have some disadvantage in terms of privacy. There's a lot of people that's gonna follow you. There's a lot of people that's gonna stalk you. So I feel that he was just being true to himself. He wanted to make the people aware of how it feels when you're at the top and when you're influencing millions of people, like what BTS is doing right now. But I agree with Celeste that it was saddening that they are feeling like that, because we want them to feel really good. Like, BTS should be really happy, but of course, no one is perfect. Sometimes you will feel the loneliness and all the disadvantages of not having a private life, just like what was shown on the video Shadow. But I do hope that despite of this sadness, the influence or the betterment of the people that they are influencing would overcome this sadness in their heart. So, but overall, man, like, it was so deep, because as I said a while ago, I was so just new to BTS, and it's hard to connect the different videos if I have not watched them. But I'm so glad that I was able to watch this explanation. And a lot of you guys also requested one other explanation by one YouTube channel, so I'm also gonna watch that to see and compare the difference between Celeste's explanation and that of the explanation by the other YouTuber. But again, this video is just so lit, because at first it was confusing for me, but now it was much clearer when I've reacted to this explanation by Celeste. And I hope that I can react more to the upcoming videos, so that I would learn as much as the other armies have learned in the past. So watch out for that, guys. Until next time, please don't forget to subscribe if you want us to follow. And once the other guys becomes available, I am going to let them also watch this on their own so that they can catch up. Until next time, guys, this is Reactions Unlimited. Have a great day. Bye-bye.